learned yesterday to today. But first and foremost, I need us all to ground ourselves and be fully present in class. In other words, can you all check your mobile phones? Make sure it's turned to silent, okay? Make sure mobile phone turn to silent. All your potential distractions from all your different browsers, tabs, and all those, especially notifications, okay, turn it off, put it aside. You want to have your 100% attention here, okay? So if all the turning off of all your distractions, type in I'm ready. Okay, type in I'm ready. Okay, type in I'm ready, then I know that you are 100% present here. Okay, okay, good. Zing and Fred ready. Okay, all ready. Okay, good. Now, we prepare already. We need to be emotionally ready as well. So let's bring ourselves to the present moment. Okay, let's take 3 deep breaths. Okay, first deep breath in. Okay, everybody needs to sit straight upright. Okay, sit straight upright. And then when you breathe in, we got to breathe out slowly. Okay, so let's do this one deep breath in. Okay, then release. And you are releasing the stresses of the day. Okay, make it go away. Taking another deep breath. Okay. And now you are also releasing all the emotional burdens of the day. Let it go. And now your third breath. Okay, hold it. Then release it slowly and feel yourself being 100% present in this moment. Okay. Your brain's not thinking anything else. You are just physically here. You are feeling your hands, your legs, your body, feeling your breath, and you are being 100% present. Okay. Then after, take one more deep breath. And then breathe out with a okay. Apple don't laugh lah. Champagne don't laugh. Do you agree? It's important to bring yourself 100% present. Okay, in other words, those people around you, okay, I know there are people around you. If they are making fun of you, right, point at them, stop making fun. Okay, everybody's here to learn, and everybody's here to be serious to make money, yes or not? Okay, so let's bring back what we learned yesterday. So I need you all to do is to take a piece of paper or open up Microsoft Word, right? And write down without flipping back to your notes, write down 5 things that you learned yesterday. Okay, write down, type in 5 things that you learned yesterday. Then after those 5 things, you copy and paste into our Zoom chat, okay? 5 things that you learned yesterday. Go ahead. Thank you, Duncan. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Sitipon. Thank you, Queen. Don't know, just ask. Very good. Don't know, just ask. The boring things are the one that make money. Very good point. Thank you, Zing and Fred. Thank you, Louisa. I see the financial freedom exercise was actually important, yeah. Thank you, Apple. Good, bite size. That's a very important point. Okay, compare 3 minimum suppliers. Okay, compare minimum of 3 suppliers. Very good. Okay. Natarajan, 5 things that you learned. Marina, don't sell anything that's too cheap. Very good. Thank you, Marina. Space is 50 by 50 by 50. Hold stock that lasts for 1 week. And use fulfillment center. Sold more than 11K units. No, not 11K units, Marina. Use fulfillment center when your 1 week total sales is more than 50 items. Okay, that one is very important. So that's when you know that you need to move to fulfillment center, 50 items per week. Okay, no worries. Natarajan, come. You know I won't let any one of you off. I need you all to have all these come out of your subconscious mind. Because when you start to revise, then it stays in your subconscious mind. Okay, Natarajan, come, waiting for you. Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, let me turn off the music for a while. Okay, now what you put are all important, but there are a few stuff that I feel are important that you all didn't put in. So I ask questions and your answer, is that okay? Okay. So out of the 5 steps, research, sourcing, profit calculation, listing, and scaling, which step is the most important? Out of the 5 steps, research, sourcing, profit calculation, listing, don't choose all. You have to choose one. Okay, because the reason why I ask you this is the fundamental to every business. Okay, very good. It's the profit calculation, not research. Okay, good answer. Give yourself a pat on the back. Okay. And why I ask you all to remember this, do you all agree that many businesses fail because they forget about cash flow? Agree? And it's not about how much you can accumulate, no. Cash flow is about your money you receive and the money that goes out. You must have always a positive return, because if you don't have positive cash flow, right, that's when every transaction you make can become losing money. Agree with me on that? So that's why profit calculation is the most important thing in any business, like it or not, whether it be it online or offline business. So that's one thing I want you all to remember. The other thing that I want you all to remember is the biggest killer of online business is what? Okay, the biggest killer of an online business. The biggest expense of an online business is what? Okay, marketing. Okay, it's called driving traffic. Okay, can you all type in these 2 words? It's called driving traffic. Okay, and question to ask you, does traffic equal money? Yes or no? Does traffic equal money? Traffic does not equal money. Okay, it does not equal money, because traffic is just traffic coming to look at your website or look at your listing. In order for you to make money, the traffic must buy something, true or not true? Okay, and that's why one of the biggest headaches or expenses in online business is driving traffic. And the traffic can end up, you spend so much money in your expenses, and you end up losing money. So now, in your own words, how do we solve this problem with the formula that I gave you? Okay, how do we solve this problem of traffic and cash flow? How do we solve this problem using the formula I taught you yesterday? Three contact method? Nope, not the three contact method. Think again, think again. Not research on customer's pain. Think again. Calculate the cost and profit? Nope, not that. Very fundamental. Right at the beginning, I already talked to you. Okay. The question is, if traffic is a problem, traffic is expensive, and traffic is going to kill your business if you don't know what to do, how do we overcome this problem of traffic? Good answer. Go to the marketplace first, right? Okay. Why marketplace first? This is the important question. Why marketplace first? Okay, because they already have traffic. And what does the traffic want to do when they come to all these websites? People go there with the intention to spend and to buy something, correct? That's why if you sell physical product versus digital product, which is easier to convince the customer to buy? Digital product or physical product? Okay, physical product, right? That's the reason why we start with physical first. Because if a customer wants to buy a water bottle, they already know what the water bottle does. You don't have to convince them what is it, so it becomes the easy sale. Okay, so good, you all get the point already. So after you go to a marketplace and you start to get the traffic and you start to get small profit margins, right? What are the other 2 steps that you need to do to earn money on the back end? Three X equals to LT. Very good. you build your database. That's the main point. And the third stage should be, after you have got your database ready, then you drive them to your web store. Okay. Can I share with you one of the biggest mistakes that newbies make? Is that okay? And this mistake, I'll tell you right now and now, because this is the number one reason that people lose money or give up in the business, is because they only focus on marketplace and they expect that marketplace will give them all their riches and all their money. Okay, so that is one of big lessons I need you to learn, because the money is in the back end. You all got to remember this, okay? The money is always in the back end. When you have a database, you can sell to your customers over and over again. When you've got your website, you can cross-sell and upsell. If you got this in your subconscious mind, really, please raise your hand. Okay, got it in your subconscious mind? Okay, so always remember. Okay, thank you for that. Now, the other thing that I need to ask you is, if you want to use fulfillment center, okay, at how many orders you need in order to move to fulfillment center? 50 orders per week, right? Okay, very good. So if let's say you start off and you don't have that much space in your home in order to store your products and all that, right? Okay, what should you do? Okay, if you don't have that much space in your home to store products, what should you do? Okay, don't get bulky items, right? Fulfillment center, maybe not yet. Because fulfillment center, you got to ensure that you got enough sales to cover the cost of the fulfillment center. Then you go to fulfillment center. Because fulfillment center is an expense. And if you do not make use of the expense to make you more money, every month you are just going to bleed money. Understand? Okay, so and the maximum size product that is good for shipping is, oh, Patrick already typed in already. Okay, 50 by 50 by 50 cm. Understand already? Okay, so when you start off, I recommend you to get how many products? How many products? Not 5, 20. Okay, 20 products. And each product, I recommend you to get how much stock? How many quantity? 1 week supply, or 1 week supply, or what? 1 carton, very good. Okay, 1 week supply or 1 carton, whichever is lower. Okay, whichever is lower. Okay, the reason why we do this is we want to be safe and we want to ensure that there are sales coming in, then we scale up to take more stocks. Okay, can you all understand that we are trying to be safe here? Okay, good. So with that, I kind of come to the end of the summary already. And these are some of the things that I hope you all remember by heart lah. Okay, next, I'd like to invite Mandy to come and talk to you about 1688 and how do you do your purchases. And for this to happen, I need you all to really, really focus. So if you are going to feel tired or sleepy after your dinner and all that, right? You all know what to do? Okay, stretch, move. Okay, remember yesterday I taught you about how you put your elbow behind, the one hand behind you, right? One hand behind you, grab the other elbow and you start to stretch, you know? So these are things you do. The key thing is you have to stay awake, because Mandy has got 2 segments that are very important to you guys. One is how to buy. Second is how do you ship from China back to your own home country. That one is tomorrow. But today, the important thing Mandy is going to show you is how to buy. Okay. So can we give, before give round of applause, I need to tell you who Mandy is first. Okay. Mandy, this young lady in the screen, she is actually my business partner and she's been working with me for 11 years already. Okay, 11 years. Yeah. She started off as my employee in my previous company, and she became the person who is the right-hand man in charge of my entire e-commerce training. And today, after COVID, remember I told you there was a time that was fully down, and there was one person who helped me bring up my business. That person is actually Mandy. So at the time when I was minus 800,000 to the time I was positive 1.4 million, it was she who helped me through the entire process. So I have a lot of respect for her, and her knowledge on e-commerce is really tip-top as well. So I'd like you all to listen to her, because all these nitty-gritty things about the technical stuff is important to you as well. Okay, so can we do this? Okay, type in a capital M or type in a string of capital M to welcome Mandy. Okay, so welcome Mandy. Welcome Mandy. It's
Thank you.
definitely hard to get a friend like her. Okay, honestly, hard to get a friend or partner or even a staff member like her. Okay, so welcome Mandy. Okay, over to you, Mandy.
Thank you, Andrew. So my segment, it's about sourcing on 1688. So sorry, my son. Okay, so my part is going to guide you how do you source for your supplier and how do you find the correct suppliers that you should supply from. And at the same time, I also will guide you how do you make your purchase from 1688. Okay, so before you go to 1688.com, you have to have a product that you want to sell. So as for today, I will take this towel as my example. So assuming I have browsed some of the products, I have get some product idea from Shopee. And if let's say I would like to source for this product, I want to know how much is the profit for this item. What I will do is I will take a picture of this towel. So how do you take a screenshot? You can just use Command-Shift-4 if you're using Mac, or if you're using Windows, there is a tools called snipping tools where you can just take a screenshot of this photo. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take a screenshot of this photo like this. So once I take the screenshot of this photo, what I'll do next is I will go to 1688.com. So today I will use 1688.com to guide you how do you source for the product. So for your information, there is a lot of websites in China that is available for you to do sourcing. One of them, it can be Taobao.com, it can be 168.com, it can be Alibaba or AliExpress. All of these websites is from China. But what's the main difference between all of these websites? I would say 1688 is the cheapest. Main reason is because those sellers from 1688, they have their own factory. They are the manufacturer. So hence the price would be much lower as compared to Taobao. So for Taobao itself, Taobao is like a marketplace. It's a shopping website where there's a mixture of suppliers, like individual suppliers. They have a manufacturer as well. So that's Taobao. How about Alibaba? Alibaba is also mainly factory, also manufacturer. But for Alibaba, their main focus is for Amazon seller, and they are very experts on doing FBA freight on boards for Amazons. So that's why the price that they quote is also in USD. And for today, as for now, I will guide you through by using 1688. Main reason is, as I have mentioned, it's the cheapest and they are the manufacturer. Okay. So once you come to the 1688 website, you can search the products in two ways. First is either you key in the product name over here. So for your information, the product name, which is the item name, have to be in Chinese. Main reason is because most of their listing is listed using Mandarin and Chinese. So that's why if you use English keywords to search, you aren't able to find the correct products. Okay, so in order to have a precise, the most accurate search that I want to, I will use the camera icon, which is the photo search. So sometimes I will use camera, which is the picture search. Sometimes I will use the keyword search. But most of the time I use photo search because by using photo search, I can match 100% for what I'm looking for. I hardly use keyword because sometimes the keyword that they use to describe the product might be different in different countries. So that's why I hardly use keyword search. So how do you do the photo search? You just click at the camera icon from here. So if you still remember previously, I have took a screenshot from Shopee website, the photo of the towel. So what I will do next is I will choose the photo and upload it. Okay, so for time's sake, I have done it beforehand. So this is the photo that I have uploaded, and the system will search for the product based on the photo that I uploaded. So you can upload up to 6 pictures. So the more photos that you can upload, the more precise that the system can search the similar products that match your photos. So once I have come to this page, you will come to here where you can see a list of suppliers that they are selling. So how do you read into their listing? First, years. From here, you can see how many years they have been selling on 1688. So these numbers of years is rewarded by the platform itself. So it doesn't mean if they're doing 5 years in 1688, their factory is 5 years. It could be longer. This just shown that they have been selling on 1688 for 5 years. The next thing is the shop name. Okay, the first keywords is always where are they from. Okay, so like this seller, they are from Shandong, and this is their company name, which is Minwei. Like this one, this seller is from Yiwu, and this is their company name. So this one, 10-year seller from Lixian. Okay, so this is their company name. This is their company name. So the next thing that you can read into it is the transactions. So the transactions would be updated in 30 days. So this is the 30 days transaction that they have transacted. Okay, so this is 10,000 yuan, this is 5,000 yuan, this is 800 yuan, and so on. Repurchase rate means if I have purchased from this seller for one time, if next time I buy again, that means the repurchase rate. So how often do their own existing customer will buy again from this seller? Okay, so these are the 3 main things. These are the few main keywords that you can look into it when you select the correct seller. Okay, so the next thing is, you can see here, repurchase rate 15%, 2,000 yuan. So sometimes if the transaction is low, that is completely normal, because sometimes maybe people only buy 1 piece or 2 pieces, which is $9.90. So that's why if the transaction is low, it is completely normal. So sometimes you will also see some of the listing do not have any of the transaction. Okay, it is also completely normal, because main reason maybe because their price is much higher than others, or maybe the quality is much different than the other seller. Okay, so once you have come to this page, you can also sort your listing based on the turnover, or from the highest price to the lowest price. So as for today, I would not sort my seller based on turnover or price. I would just based on this comprehensive sorting and look for the suitable suppliers that I would like to work with. From this page, I will always recommend you to start with 5 different suppliers. Look for at least 5 different suppliers and talk to them and compare the pricing. Okay, so assuming I have selected this supplier, once you come to this page, look at this overall rating. So this overall rating is also rewarded by the platform itself. So general service, there is 5 star. Look for those seller who has 4 star or above. Okay, just now. Okay, so you can see the seller's details from here. Okay, let me search for another one. Okay, so as you can see, this is 4 star. Oh yeah. Wait, okay, sorry, okay. So the next thing is, once you have saw the seller rating, just go to the buyer reviews and see what's the reviews that they get. So as you can see from here, this seller doesn't have any review for the product itself, which is completely normal. So if let's say you have this kind of situation where this seller, you would like to work with them, but the rating is 4 star, okay, which means you can go forward. But the listing itself doesn't have any reviews. Okay, so if you encounter this kind of case, the next thing that you should do is talk to the supplier. How do you talk to the supplier? It's, you can see here, there is a Ali Wang Wang icon from here. Click at this icon one time, and you will be directed to the chat box. So this is the chat box. So from here, you can start to talk to the supplier. And from here, you can also see the supplier's details. 5 years from Jinzhou. This is their company name. They are the manufacturer. Okay, these are the factory details. So what are the questions that you should ask when you talk to the supplier? It's first, you should always ask what's the price if you're taking 100 pieces or above. So by asking this question, you actually position yourself as a serious seller, because if you only ask, what is the price that you can give me if I only buy 10 pieces or 20 pieces? Of course, you can ask that, but 100 pieces is the base price to make the seller felt that you are a serious seller and you wanted to collaborate with them. So bear in mind, because sometimes 168 supplier, they also scared you are from the competitors, that you want to compare the price, or you are just here to make fun of them. So that's why asking the correct questions is also very important, so that they will reply to your question. There will be situation where some of you come to me and say, I have talked to 10 suppliers, none of them reply to me. So sometimes I will ask, well, how do you ask the question? They will ask something like, oh, if I buy 1 piece, how much? 2 piece, 5 piece, how much? So try not to ask these kind of questions, because they highly will not entertain you. So that's the first question. What's the price if you buy 100 pieces? And then you can started to adding up to 500 pieces or 1,000 pieces. Okay. The second question that you should ask is, do you have this packaging in English? Because I'm selling in my own home country. So if let's say you are from Singapore or you are selling in Malaysia, of course you want your packaging is in English packaging. Or if you are, let's say you are from Thailand, you can also ask, do you offer packaging in different language instead of in Chinese? So that when the buyer receive the item, they know if it's from local seller, which is from you, rather than they buy from you, the buyer buy from you, but they realize all of it is in Chinese. So this is the second question that you can ask. The third question that you can ask, especially if you are selling electronic products, always ask, do you offer in UK plug for Malaysia and Singapore, UK plug, or for Thailand, or for your own home country? Make sure the plug is usable in your home country. So that's the third question that you should ask when you talk to the supplier. So other than that, you can also ask, how can I transact with you? How long you can ship to me, blah, blah, blah. These questions you can ask after you set up yourself. So the last thing that you should always introduce yourself is, I'm a seller from Malaysia and I'm selling in Shopee. I'm interested to work and also have a longer relationship with you. Hence, I want to know what's the price for this, and this. So this is how you position yourself whenever you talk to the supplier. Okay, so once they have said, okay, the price for 100 pieces is like this, 200 pieces is like this, how you should end the conversation is, I would like to starting to take sample and test out the quality first. Can I take 1 carton from you? So you can ask, 1 carton consists of how many pieces, or you can take like six pieces of sample with different colors. So this is how you can end the conversation. And after you ended the conversation, either you can choose to move on to buy the sample, or you want to look for other suppliers. Okay, so that's how you talk to the supplier. So after you have talked to the supplier and they say, okay, you may go forward to purchase the sample from their website, then you can start to order from them for them. Okay, so before I proceed to how do you make purchase from 1688, let me do a summary of everything first. Okay, so summary, first you must know what you want to sell first. Okay, after that you take a screenshot of the photo. After you take the screenshot of the photo, next step is go to 1688.com. So once you go to 1688.com, click at the camera icon and upload the photos that you have screenshot from Shopee or from other website. So once you have taken the screenshot and upload to 1688, you will be directed to this page where the system will show you all sort of sellers from here. Again, you have to look at least 5 different suppliers. Okay, look for 5 different suppliers. Once you have looked into once you have chose the correct supplier, first always look at the store rating. You must always look for the store rating that is 5-star or above, 4-star or above. The next thing is look for the buyer reviews. Okay, make sure you have read through these buyer reviews. Once you have read through the buyer reviews, the next thing is talk to the supplier. So how do you talk to the supplier? You will locate this Ali Wang Wang icon, click at this icon, and you will be directed to the chat box. So from here, what are the main questions you should ask? First, introduce yourself. You are a seller, you are selling on Shopee, and you are from which country? Second thing is, what is the price if I'm taking stock for 100 pieces? How about 500 pieces or 1,000 pieces? So the next thing is, you can ask, do you offer packaging in different languages? Okay. Third thing is, how about how long do you ship? What's the weight? This kind of questions you can ask later on. So lastly, if you want to end the conversation, you can always say, I would like to start taking stock from you. Can I take 6 pieces or 12 pieces or 1 carton of this item, and what would be the price like? Okay, so once you have communicated with the supplier, there's a relationship that is established here. The next step is you can purchase from the 1688 or from their listing. So the next step I'm going to cover is how do you make your purchase from 1688. So assuming this is the product that you want to purchase, okay, you can see from here, minimum batch size means in order to enjoy the special price, which is 6 yuan to 9 yuan, you have to purchase at least 2 pieces or above. Okay. So from here, you can see there is few variation. So if let's say you want to see whether there's other variation, click at this arrow down button. Then you can see there's other variation that is available. So you have to choose at least 2 items or above. Next, please click at order now. So once you click on order now, you will be directed to this page. So as what Andrew has mentioned before, 1688 do not ship to other country. So they only ship from China to China. They don't ship to other country. In order to receive the item from 1688 supplier, you have to use a freight forwarder. So who is freight forwarder? Freight forwarder means they are the one who can handle your shipping, and you can use their home address to receive the items. So the role of freight forwarder is, let's say you are using ABC freight forwarder. So you just tell ABC freight forwarder that, oh, I want to ship something to your warehouse. Can you ship to my home country? They will say, yes, you can. So this is my address in China. So they will give you their address in China. So this is one of the freight forwarder that I'm using, which is Lepai. They are located in Guangdong, Foshan. So I will copy this address and paste over into my 1688 recipient address. Okay, so this is my recipient address in China. Okay, so once I put in their recipient address, okay, make sure everything is correct and choose secure transaction. After that, click on submit order. So once you click on submit order, you will be directed to this page where you have to use Alipay to make the payment. Okay, so for your information, Alipay is a merchant that is widely used in China. They are like those payment gateway like iPay88 in Malaysia, or in Singapore, it's PayLah or PayNow, this kind of payment gateways. Okay, So Alipay is widely used in most of the China marketplaces. Once you select this one, click Go and Pay. So once you click on Go and Pay, you will be directed to this page. Okay, so for payment, there is 3 ways that you can pay to your supplier. Okay, so why do I say 3 ways? First, main reason is because Alipay, it's there's 2 versions of Alipay. So later on, I explain what is Alipay and why there is 2 versions and how do you use Alipay to make payment and so on. Okay, so as Andrew has mentioned just now, 1688, they do not accept payments like Visa or Master. The only payments that they use is Alipay, which just now you have seen when you check out, you can only use Alipay to make payment. So once you come to this page, you can see there is no way that you can use Visa or Master to make payment. So even though you make payment pay card, although it shows Visa and Master, but you have to have a China local bank in order to make payment. Main reason is because they don't accept international payment. So how do you make payment to them? There's 3 ways. So I will explain the first way first. First way is click find somebody to pay. Find somebody to pay means you don't have a China bank account. So you want to find someone who has a China local bank to pay for you. There is a lot of payment agent can do that. Like one of the freight forwarder, they can do payments for your 1688 supplier. So what you do is you pay them in the home currency, you pay them in ringgit or you pay them in Sing dollar, then they will help you to pay the supplier. Okay, so how do you use payment agent to pay for your 1688 supplier? First, you click find somebody to pay. After that, you will be directed to this payment page. And from here, you have to key in your payments agent's email or their mobile number. So once you key in their email or their mobile number, click on ask him to pay. So once you click on ask him to pay, then they will say you have successfully requested the payment to this friends. So what you need to do is copy this link and send this payment link to your payment agent. So once your payment agent receives the payment, what they will do is they will convert the amount into the home currency that you're using. Then they will ask you to pay. So after you pay them, then they will click at this link and pay renminbi to this supplier. So that's the first way to make payment to your China supplier. Okay, that's second way to pay. What's the second way? You can see here account balance. Okay, so for your information, Alipay, there is like a wallet where you can accept payment and you can receive payment, and also you can use this wallet to make payment. But unfortunately, as what I have mentioned just now, Alipay do not accept payment from overseas, which is like from Visa or Master. So how do you use your own Alipay wallet to make payment? You have to find someone to top up your Alipay. So same as payment agents law. So I will find a payment agent, then I will talk to the payment agent. Hey, I want 1,000 yuan in my Alipay wallet. So they will tell me, okay, 1,000 yuan equivalents to how many ringgit or Singapore dollar or USD. So once I make the payment to the payment agent, then they will top up my Alipay. So this, you can see, this is my Alipay wallet with money inside. So this is the second way that you can make payment. Okay, so as you can see, this is the amount that I need to pay. This is the available amount in my wallet. So I just key in the payment payment password here and make payment, and then they will deduct 23 yuan from my Alipay wallet. So that's my second way to make payment through the 1688 supplier. Okay, so there's a third way. third way is using Workforce account. Okay, so why do I need to explain all of it? Is because I need to let you know which options that you prefer to use. Okay, so later on I will conclude and summarize everything again. Okay, so this is the third way where you can make payment to your 1688 supplier is by using Workforce. So who is Workforce? Workforce is actually like payment agency or so-called like someone who can help you to make payment to other third party, and they are a platform where they offer different types of currency where you can use them to transfer or receive payment. So why Workforce is available is because recently Workforce has a features where you can use Workforce to pay 1688 suppliers. So this is only happened like recently, so that's why I will also cover Workforce so that you know which option you prefer to use. Workforce last time it's widely used for Amazon seller because for Amazon seller they have USD account. So normally most of the Amazon seller they will use Workforce to receive their USD payment from Amazon. Then after that they convert the amount that is available in their Workforce wallet and transfer to their home country currency. So that's why that's the history for Workforce lah. So for Workforce, how do you make payment to your 1688 account? First, you have to open a CNH Hong Kong dollar wallet. Okay. Later on, I will have a summary and also video. How do you make payment? How do you top up and so on? But I briefly guide you through how does Workforce works. Okay, so you have to open the China Hong Kong wallet. After that, you have to top up the wallet. Okay, so as you can see, this is my wallet, which I have 21 Hong Kong dollar in my Workforce account. So once I have this balance in it, the next thing is I can go to 1688. Then I can make my order here, confirm my order. So remember, when I confirm my order, always ship to my freight forwarder. Once you click submit order, you will see there's a feature called cross-border treasure. So this cross-border treasure is only available for those who are using Workforce to make payment. So if you don't want to use Workforce to make payment, you can proceed to use Alipay. Okay, so that's about it for Workforce. Before you use Workforce to make payment, please ensure your Workforce has sufficient amount to make payment. Okay, so just now you see my wallet only have 21 yuan. So please ensure the total purchase that you're ordering from 1688, the amount that you have in your Workforce wallet is sufficient enough to make payment. After you click this, you can click on go and pay. Okay, so with that, I have covered 3 methods how do you make payment to your supplier. So let me do a conclusion and also a summary. So the 3 ways to make payment to your supplier, 1688 supplier. Again, I have to emphasize why you cannot use your Visa and Master to pay. Main reason is because 1688 do not accept payment from Visa and Master. So you have to use third party to make payment into your 1688 supplier. Okay, so what's the first method that you can use? First method is find somebody to pay. Find somebody to pay means you will proceed to key in your payment agent details here. After that, request them to make payment, copy the payment link and send to your payment agent. So once your payment agent receive, they will tell you how much you need to pay them. And after they receive the money, they will pay your supplier. So what's the downside of this? First, downside of using your payment agent to pay for you, time consuming. Okay, why I say time consuming? Maybe you buy the item on Sunday. So when you send the payment link on Sunday, they are not working. So maybe Monday only they're working. They Monday receive, then only they make payment. So there will be some time constraint if you are using payment agent to pay for you. Okay. However, this is one of the options that you can use. Second method is ask your payment agent to top up your Alipay wallet. So how do you top up your Alipay wallet? It's pretty straightforward. Alipay wallet, it's like you just tell them, okay, this is my Alipay wallet. It will be your mobile number or your email address. So these two. So your Alipay is always your mobile number or your email address. So let's say you want 1,000 yuan, you just ask your payment agent, hey, I want 1,000 yuan in my wallet. So they will tell you how much is 1,000 yuan in USD or in Ringgit or in USD. Once you pay them, then they will top up into your Alipay wallet. So once your Alipay wallet has money, you can go ahead to make your purchase. So in my own opinion, I find this way is I prefer this way. Main reason it's faster. I have full control because I have money inside my wallet. I can buy anytime that I want, even though on Sunday I don't have to wait my payment agent to reply me. So this method I prefer this method more because it's faster. Of course, there's cons because sometimes maybe the rate wasn't the best rate that you can get. So it depends. Like sometimes because I use Singapore payment agent, sometimes they give me a rate of 5 or 4.9. So that's the rate that I have to stick with it lah, if the agent give me this kind of rate. Okay. Third way, Workforce. Okay, for those who want to use Workforce, of course, Workforce also have downside. The downside of Workforce is they don't have Malaysia account. They only have Singapore account or USD account, and they don't offer much currency. So if let's say you want to use Workforce, you might to use you may want to top up your USD account, and then from your USD account convert to China Hong Kong dollar. So if you are what's the good side of using Workforce? The rates, it's stable. It won't be like payment agent, they like open price like pasar malam or like night market lah. Okay, so the price is more stable, the rate is more stable. But of course, the downside is they don't offer much currency in other countries. So they only have Singapore dollar, USD, or Hong Kong dollar, or Euro or German dollar. So they don't have much other currencies that you can use. Second thing is when you top up your Workforce account, it might take 1 to 2 days for Workforce to verify. So once you top up into your USD account, assuming you top up 100 USD into your Workforce account, then they will take 2 days to verify. Okay, why are you topping up this amount? What is your relationship with this account holder and so on? They will ask these kind of questions lah. Okay, so it might take some time to top up your Workforce account. So that's the downside of Workforce. But it's pretty straightforward also. When you have Workforce account, upon checkout, you shall just click on cross-border treasure and check out from your payment page to make your order. Okay, so with that, I have actually covered 3 ways to make payment to your supplier. By end of today, I will let you know who's the payment agent that you should contact to. If you want to use Workforce, how do you register for Workforce? I will go through step by step so that you can get yourself prepared. So of course, by end of today, the first thing that you can do is first verify your Alipay account. Verify your Alipay account so that your Alipay wallet can start to receive money. Second, register for a Workforce account. Okay, Workforce account will take 1 to 2 days account. So 1 to 2 days to approve. So I rather you get yourself prepared first. So once you have registered your Workforce account, then you can decide whether you want to use Workforce to pay, or you want to find payment agent to top up Alipay, or you want to use payment agent. So these 3 ways you can use whichever that you like. Okay. So okay. Is there any questions that you anyone you would like to ask, or you want to clarify? Do we need to have CN bank account to open Alipay account? No need to. So for For your information, Alipay account is attached to your 1688 account. When you sign up for 1688 account, you will automatically have a Alipay account. So same goes to Taobao. When you open a Taobao account, you will automatically have your Alipay account as well. So how do you log into your Alipay account? You will be using your own Taobao username or the email address or mobile number that you used to register for your Taobao account. What's the rate and charges for Worldfirst? Okay, this one Andrew has covered. Okay, so Andrew, is there anything that you would like to add
Yeah,
on?
more like I like to simplify things. Okay. You're all from different countries. Other than Malaysia, the easiest way is Worldfirst. And Worldfirst, once you have that account already, you transfer in USD to a Worldfirst account. And the Worldfirst account you can convert the USD into CNH. CNH is the same exchange rate as CNY. Okay, what's the difference between CNH and CNY? CNY is renminbi. CNH is the renminbi equivalent in Hong Kong dollar that is pegged to the renminbi. So I think you all know that China is very sensitive about money coming in, more sensitive about money going out, correct? So because of all these restrictions, the Worldfirst, by the way, is owned by Alibaba, is owned by Ant Finance, and they are the only ones in the world now that has got a legal tender link between Hong Kong and China for CNH and CNY. Okay, so when you fund your CNH account, it's as good as having a storage of CNY. So then what happens is the CNY is linked to your 1688 seamlessly. So whatever you have in your Worldfirst is as good as the same as what you have in your 1688. So what Mandy showed you earlier, that there's a link called cross-border treasure, right? So when you do your purchases, you come to the end of your purchase, you just click on the cross-border treasure. In Chinese, we call it 跨境包. And you can literally just deduct from your Worldfirst account to pay for your 1688. That's the easiest way, okay? If you cannot do this option, the other option would be to find a payment agent to pay for you, okay? Payment agents, if you go online to search and Google, there are payment agents in every country that will help you pay in 1688 supplier. But there's an issue. Exchange rate, okay? Most of the time, all these agents, the exchange rate are worse off than the current exchange rate. And they usually will charge a 3% admin fee in order for you to transfer the money over to renminbi. And in Worldfirst, the good thing is it's 1.5% only, okay? So to keep things simple, I recommend you all go and click on the Worldfirst link that we just put there and then register for your Worldfirst. If you cannot do the Worldfirst, the next best option would be to use a payment agent. And just want to let you know, like payment agents in every of our countries, right? If we go online to Shopee in your own country and you search for 1688 payment agent, you can also find a payment agent in your local country where you bank transfer to them in local currency and they use the pay for me function to pay for you in 1688. Okay, do you all understand what is the pay for me function? Yes, no? Okay, good. So Mandy showed you about the 3 ways really. Okay, so let's keep things simple. Worldfirst. Okay, then after that, a payment agent. Let me see your questions. If I use Worldfirst, does it mean I need to convert currency twice from SGD to HKD, then from HKD to RMB? No need, Queen. Okay, you basically fund your SGD account because you're in Singapore. Fund your SGD account in the Worldfirst, and then you convert SGD to CNH directly. So then that CNH is equivalent to CNY. Okay, Citybond usually there restriction of amount of money you can transfer to agent each time. 200,000 renminbi. Okay, so if you have anything less than 200,000 in one go, you are pretty good. Okay, so 200,000 is quite a lot of money, right? Okay, so don't need to worry about that, huh? Okay, so you are new, okay, and this kind of thing will make you feel uncomfortable, okay, but then again, these are just things that you need to settle. How many times? One time. Once you settle it one time, really everything after that is smooth sailing, okay? So any questions to ask? You all can unmute. Okay, any questions? If no questions, let's take a break. During the break, okay, your job is to go and join World First, or go and look for your payment agent in Shopee of your own country. Okay, just type in 168 payment agent. Usually there'll be somebody in your country that can do this kind of thing really. That's why, oh, okay. Mandy just reminded me that in your own country, if let's say you're not available, like Philippines not available, right? You can actually fund the Hong Kong account in USD. Okay, so Philippines work this way. You open your World First account, then you transfer money in USD to the Hong Kong account. Okay, it's like a international transfer. Then once you fund the Hong Kong account already, from the Hong Kong account immediately, Hong Kong account in USD, convert to the CNH in the Hong Kong account. Then after that, you can immediately pay already. So it's kind of the same as what Queen is talking about. Instead of funding the Singapore account, you fund the US account, convert to CNH. Got it? Okay, you just got to go and do it and try open it up. Then after that, you know what to do already. Okay, so go and open a World First account, and Malaysians go and look for a payment agent on 168, or Mandy. And let me check Mandy. Mandy, will you be talking to them about Lepai later? Mandy,
Lepai will be tomorrow. Is it?
tomorrow, huh? Okay, will you be talking to them about Lepai as a payment agent as well?
Yes.
Okay, so that tomorrow we got a backup for you. Okay, you do this thing first, go and practice first. In any case, we always got the backup to the backup, which is our freight forwarding agent that we use in China actually is also a payment agent that you can pay them. Okay, so that one tomorrow. Now during break, you're going to open your World First account. Okay, Queen, your question?
Yes, I'm trying to open the World First account. Then they say, please select your business type, company or sole proprietor. Should I
Sole proprietor.
just start with that? Okay.
Just like sole proprietor, because
Yeah.
sole proprietor is as good as your own name, lor.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Do we have a Q&A for yesterday's exercise? Whatever you want to ask, okay, let's just ask during the Q&A. So right now, I'd like you all to take a break. Why? Because this whole segment quite heavy, correct? Okay. So anything that's heavy, we need to go and take a break, then come back. I'll answer any questions that you all have. Is that okay? Okay, so now it's 8:43. Let's come back at 8:50. Then prepare your questions. Later on, we converse in voice, okay? Okay, see you soon. Okay, bye for now.
I can see a world that's waiting up for me that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see.
Recording stopped.
Night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head.
A million dreams are keeping me
A million dreams, a million dreams. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
for the world we're gonna make.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Recording in
Sorry,
progress.
I had to go toilet. I say. Okay, welcome back. Okay, let's open up your mics for any questions that you may have from yesterday till now. Duncan, your question?
Yes, hello Andrew. So I have continued to practice the profit calculator and search through the Shopees and Alibaba. And then I found that I found some questions. So so may I ask this question now? Because
Yeah,
there's
go
several
ahead.
questions. The
Yeah.
first one is may I share my screen?
Yeah, go ahead. Hang on, Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let me share my screen first. Can you all see my screen?
Can see.
Okay, this is I used Shopee Malaysia, and
Okay.
then I found this one.
Okay.
This is the belly bell for the post
Yeah,
for the mothers.
postnatal.
Yeah, and then that and I this is the original link. You can see that is sell in 330.
Yes.
And then I search in Alibaba may only 55 renminbi.
58 yuan. Okay.
Okay, and then I plug all the data here, and the selling here is I forgot it's about 180 something. So all the criteria fits for our fits in, and then actually it's quite good for the profit margin. But my question is, I found that there is a brand here. I'm not sure that this brand, Mama Way, is this a famous brand in Malaysia, or and so they can charge so much. So,
Very
but you can
question.
see that actually this is just a very common or very simple belly bell here.
Yeah.
And I can search this from the a lot of similar things in Alibaba. So I'm not sure that it is correct.
Okay. First things first, congratulations. Okay, because you managed to find 78%. Of course, the question you have is, A, is it branded? Am I going to compare apple to apple? Is it correct? That's your question,
Yes.
right? Okay, anyone here got the same kind of question? Okay, okay, listen, let's do this verification together, okay? Duncan, you look at the brand, go to
Yes.
the Shopee listing.
May I copy the link to
No
everyone?
need copy, you just click on the Shopee listing. I want to show everybody together, okay?
Okay.
You see the brand is called Mama Away Nano, correct?
Yes.
Nano, Mama Away is the brand, right? You scroll down a little bit, scroll down. You look at, see, Mama Away Official Malaysia, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so my question to everybody, you all need to think, is this an official brand or is this the shop name?
Shop
Okay,
name.
you all make a guess first. Is this an official brand or is this a shop name? Okay, shop name, right? So this is some things that sellers do to pretend to be branded by putting their own shop name in their title to make you feel like it is branded, therefore it becomes more expensive. And there is a rule in all of marketing, okay? All of marketing. When you put a name on something, it becomes more expensive. Okay, do you all agree with this? Anything that's got a name on it will become more expensive. So the next thing is, you got to verify whether if Mama Away is actual, or not Mama Away, Mama Way, okay? If Mama Way is an actual brand, okay? They put here, Mama Way Official Malaysia, okay? Now you go and open Google. Okay, open Google and you search Mama Way. Okay, search, So if you see, then this is where you verify. See, if you see there is a .com site that says Mama Way, and if you scroll down and you see that the Mama Way whether is it a branded product, right? Okay, you got to scroll down to see if the products are branded. See if there's a place that you can click on the actual products. Like you click on shop. You click on shop. Okay, and then look at the maternity, it's not the bra. What do you call that? Support belts. Okay, look at the support belts now. Do they have a brand logo on it? Okay, do they have a packaging that shows the brand logo? If you scroll in, is that the Mama Way brand logo or is it not? If there's a Mama Way brand logo there, okay, it means that it's a branded item already. You double confirm, and now you double confirm, you go into Shopee, and you scroll down to the feedback score, the review score. You scroll down to the review score, there'll be customers posting photo. Okay, then you see the box. You see there's one in the box. Look at it. Is it Mama Way? Okay,
Yes.
good. So what you are seeing now, everybody, remember this, what you're seeing now is called a private label. A private label means they took a no brand, the product is not even their own product, but they changed the packaging to make their own logo, and they even printed their logo on the product. But the product is not their product, it is the factory's product. So when you see a private label like that, what does it mean to your research, right? It means that if you want to sell Mama Way, you got to go to Mama Way and ask them for cost price if you want to sell Mama Way. Then the comparison will be accurate. So now your 78% is not accurate. So that's how you verify.
Mhm.
Okay, got it ready? Understand what I'm saying? Duncan? 明白冇?
So
Okay.
so s- I'm not quite understand for the last sentence.
Okay, meaning you want to sell this, you want to sell the 168 strap
Yes.
at the Mama Way price of 330. Do you think the customer will pay 330 for a no brand?
No.
No, right? So
Yes.
if you won't pay for 330 for no brand, then you need to go to Shopee and search for support strap. Okay, maternity support strap. Okay, go to Shopee, search for maternity support strap and see if there's anyone selling the non-branded one that looks like Mama Way
Maternity support.
strap.
Suppose.
Okay, so you see if there's anybody other selling the same picture, same look-alike as the Mama Way. If don't have, right, means that you cannot compare anymore. Okay, it means that you got to go and take your stocks from Mama Way and check with Mama Way the cost price.
Okay.
Okay,
Mama, okay.
so you are, this is a mismatch. It's not an apple to apple comparison. Means that you're comparing a branded with a non-branded now.
Okay.
So you
Understand.
to redo the research again.
Okay. Thank you. And
You're
the
welcome.
questions is let me show. This is another bottle here, very common bottle, but they take a name here, but
Montego.
with different cap. Okay.
Yeah.
Different cap. Okay.
Yeah.
So I search on Alibaba, and then I found a lot of choices, and but they have a different combination on the caps.
Yeah.
So how should we make the decision on those caps or different type of the bottles to compare with this top sales model?
Okay, you can't compare it like that again. It's the same issue with the Mama Way. This is now comparing a private label with a non-branded. So if you want to compare and have the same price, you have to create your own private label product. So in this case, right, you got to go and compare and search for a non-branded water bottle that is the same as the Ilu Papa one.
Okay, so I have to search through the
For-
no brand one, right?
for no brand one and you compare
Okay,
it. Yeah.
okay, thank you. And other questions is here I found that there is a lot of electronics product that they also have some brand. The
Mm.
top sell, most of the top sales product are also branded.
Mm.
So, but in actually in Alibaba, there are a lot of choice without the brand. So is it the same situation that no comparison?
No comparison also. So I give you another example, like for this, right? You all know the Dyson bladeless one. Okay, the Dyson bladeless one sells around $600 Sing, but you can actually find the same thing that is non-branded for 280 renminbi. The quality almost the same, just that the lower quality one uses a different plastic. The plastic is not so dense. It feels a bit lighter, but the function still works the same. Nonetheless, in this kind of situation, you cannot compare the two together. It's a different comparison. So your solution would be to decide either to sell the non-branded one, or you decide to create your own private label and you sell it at the same price as the other brands.
Thank you.
Mm.
That's
Okay.
all my questions. And
You're
questions that I
welcome.
met yesterday.
Yeah. So everybody, can you all thank Duncan for that question? It's a really good question. Okay. You all got the main point already. This kind of comparison, apple to apple comparison is very important because nobody will pay for the LV Prada price for a Charles and Keith product. I said this yesterday already. So this is exactly what Duncan is showing. Okay, Quinn, your question?
Yes, I have some question. So, example, if I see on Shopee, somebody selling the tumbler,
Mm.
and I find the exact same model on 1688, but with a lot more colors. Like the one on Shopee, maybe only left with one color.
Mm.
So, should I get the same color as that Shopee seller, or should I try other
Okay.
colors?
Good question. I ask you, I answer you all by asking your question, okay?
Okay.
You all want to buy the product that more customers are buying, or more customers are not buying? So the obvious answer is the one that the customers are buying, correct? So
Yeah.
if you compare with many different colors, maybe one or two colors are sold out, and you
Yeah.
are now deciding whether should you take which color. Should you take more of the sold out colors or the colors that are available?
Sold out colors.
Sold out colors, right? Okay, good.
Yeah.
So that's the logic I like you all remember. And thanks for this question. I like you all to write down a few things. In the products world, there are color priority. Okay, and the number one most popular color is always black. Number two is always white. Okay, so black and white is always on the same level. Then the next level down will always be blue and pink. So it's either hot pink or baby pink, depending on the age, navy blue or sky blue, depending on the age. So black, white first, blue and pink second. After that comes red and purple. Then after red and purple comes green and yellow. Okay, so these are usually the standard colors in terms of popularity. Okay, so next thing is there are three colors that are on their own: gold, silver, and chrome. Out of these three colors, the number one color is actually chrome. Many people think it's gold. No, actually number one is chrome, then comes silver, then comes gold. Because chrome is known as timeless color. So you think about like home appliances, right? Chrome color 10 years later will still look like a timeless color. So if you understand these are how colors work, then when you start to order stock, order more of the popular colors and less of the popular colors. Okay, would you all like to see how you all can use data to confirm this? Okay, I just want to let you know it's going to be tedious lah, but I don't mind showing you all how this works, okay? Just to show you the data. So let me share screen, hang on a sec. Hang on, just let me share screen. Wait, where is my 0.688. Okay, good. Done. Okay. Let's take water bottle. Let's take the example that Duncan was showing. Okay. I'll put thermal flask. Okay. Thermal flask. So let's see those with many colors. Okay. For example, this one. So this thermal flask has got so many different colors, right? How do you verify which colors are actually selling more? You need to open up a new Excel sheet. Okay, and this is going to be tedious, but it will give you a very good understanding. So if you go down, no ratings here. No ratings cannot work. I need to go to somebody with ratings. Okay, this one 2.1K sold. Okay, go down to the ratings and you start to see variation. So you see variation here, like, okay, navy, 890 milliliter. Open up your Excel sheet, put in 890 milliliter. Then you see another one, navy, 890 milliliter. Same thing here, navy, 890. Then we go to the third one, black, 890. We go to Excel, second one, black 890. Then we do black 600. Okay, black 600. Okay, and I'm going to go through this to the full page. Navy 890. I think y'all get the drift already. Y'all will start seeing a pattern. Okay, new cover edition 890. So from here, you can already see the most popular volume is 890 milliliter, correct? So now you go to page 2. You go to page 2, yellow 890 milliliter. Okay. Then green 890 ml. Okay. Next one, white 600 ml. White 600 ml. Black 600 ml. Black 890 ml. Black 890 ml. Then let's go to the next one. Navy 890 ml. There you go. So, question, do you all see a pattern already? Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay, you all see the pattern, right? So this is how now you start to verify which color you should take more, which color you take less. And usually what I'll do is I'll take a sample of up to 5 pages. Up to 5 pages of sample, it'll be good enough to tell you which one you should order more and which one you should order less already. Understand the point already? 明白了哈？明白啊？ Okay, good. So, Zing, question?
Yes, I have a question. I was searching some of the. Can I share screen? Okay, I was searching the scrub suit, and this thing actually come into my mind 31 and 19 and actually 1.1K so actually I went to actually search exactly the same in Ilupapa. Actually I found it's actually 41 renminbi and the weight is actually 1 ringgit, and then came out actually it's a negative. And my question is actually how they survive for the vendor. And
Wait,
this
the Ilu Papa is how much?
41
Renminbi. And then
renminbi,
the selling price is 42.59
correct?
ringgit lah.
Ringgit, yeah,
Okay.
42, exactly the same thing, And my question first is actually how the vendor survive, and secondly, actually in the Ilupapa, right? If those actually without any transactions run, right? But their price is really, really, really cheap. So what should we do? connect with them
Okay.
or how?
You should go and find a new product.
Means don't sell this lah.
Yeah, don't sell this. The reason why this happens, okay, let me answer that first question first.
Okay.
Because this seller has bought direct from factory at very large volume. Whatever we are searching on 1688 now, you notice that the minimum order quantity is only 2 pieces, correct? And if you do the same thing, you go to the seller who's a factory and you say, I commit to 1,000 pieces, you will be able to get much lower price than whatever is published on 1688. And those sellers, they don't sell a lot. They maybe sell a few, but a few, right, they take thousands of pieces. So that's why they are able to get the margin. Okay. But for you, I don't want you all to dump into like 1,000, 2,000 pieces. What if you cannot sell? Then that money is lost. That's why I'd rather you say, shift, go and find another product that makes profit.
Okay. And the second question I want to ask is actually you asked us to find something niche to sell. So, but based on the Shopee, right, something niche, right, sometimes actually don't have a comparison apple to apple also. So
Okay.
we only can find the common items to sell only.
For now, yes. Because when you are new, remember I asked you all find 20 products, right? Niche is when you are creating a brand. But now they are totally new. The first thing you want is to make money first, correct? And the easiest way to make money is sell things that people are already buying. Then when you are ready to go for a niche, that's when you do your own private label or you do your own branding. But then when you move into branding, you should already have a following. You should already have a database. Because if you are new and you go to your private label without a database, right, you're going to spend a lot of money on advertising. Okay, so sequence is important. Start off, sell 20 products, anything that people want to buy. Because easily you start making the money already, you start notice which is a product that you focus on. I tell you my story. When I started at that time, I sell thumb drives. Okay, then after I sell thumb drive, I sell SD card. After I sell SD card, I sell mini speaker. After mini speaker, I sell beauty sonic brush. After sonic brush, I started to sell hair dryer. So all this became like, hey, just anything I research can make money, I sell. But in the end, right, I noticed that the one listing of mine that forever got regular sales, every day of regular sales, is my thumb drive. So because of that, I ended up becoming a focus on thumb drive. Then I cross-sell with SD card. Then I cross-sell with SSD drive. You see? So then it became an entire business focused on storage. Then after I finished the storage already, right, my next cross-sell became the mini speaker and became the Bluetooth earpiece. So that's how I evolved. So I hope I answered your question. Are you clear about my answer already?
Yes.
Means that don't be so straight away you want to go into branding. You have to start safe first by discovering your niche, then you create a private label on your niche.
Okay. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Good questions, by the way. I'm happy that you are thinking, okay? Fred, good question also. Thank you. Okay, anyone else got any questions? If you don't have, then I'd like to move on to the next segment already. Anyone still got any last questions? Okay, yeah, Phúc.
Thank you. So my question is, you said that we would have customer if we sell on the marketplace, but now I noticed that the marketplace sometimes is not enough, and sometimes you have to drive traffic from through other methods like social media, TikTok and stuff. So is there anything else you should do to increase the chance that you have to sell, or you just list the product on the marketplace?
Okay, that's tomorrow because there's this thing called Shopee ads. And I haven't talked about Shopee ads, yes. And it's not Facebook ads, it's not Google ads. Facebook and Google ads are expensive. And the return on ad spend, we call it ROAS. Return on ad spend is sometimes negative. You lose money. But on marketplace, if you do the ads on marketplace, your return on ad spend is usually 4 times, 400%. So I haven't covered that, but I'll cover that tomorrow. Okay, because today the main thing is about talking to you about how to research and then how do you buy. How do you buy? Tomorrow, tomorrow we're talking to you about how do you do your freight forwarding. And after freight forwarding, I'll be talking to you about how to do your ads. Okay? So this one, just wait for tomorrow. Is that okay?
All right, thank you. And a quick small question. Yesterday, we found the product which is like this fan or cooler thingy that you put on your neck because
Neck
it's
fan.
quite hot in Vietnam lately, and we want to sell it in the coming summer. I don't have the spreadsheet here because it's on my father's computer and he's working. But apparently, the price that I noticed on Shopee would go from 100 to 400 Vietnam dong, which is like quite a big gap. So, and the price that we found on 1688 is only around 50 each. So I'm wondering what should be the price that you sell? Is it cheap or like 100, expensive, or just in the middle?
Okay. To answer your question straight, you should go for the cheaper one. You should go for the cheaper one, but in your listing, you have choices for the customer to choose the medium and the high. So when the customer come into your shop, they are attracted by the low price, but then you got different choices for them to go for the medium or higher model. So how do you find the medium or the higher model? So for your case, the neck fan, the battery power has got a difference. So you got to check on Shopee and check on 168, is it 4,000 mAh or is it 20,000 mAh? Okay, that one you got to check properly. So different ones got different price. You must always sell the same power with the same price. Okay, so got it already. Sitipon, your question?
Okay, I just have a quick question. I would like to know, like, after we have, if we find like 20 products and we have started selling, right? But when do you think actually we should start to, like, after that, like, do our OEM brand? You know, because I found one of the products in that is really interesting. It's kind of like beauty device, but it's branded. So it able to sell in kind of high price, but I see the one without the brand, it could sell like lower price. So I think like I'm not sure if after I've sold for like several times and if it happens to see that it's good selling or anything, like when should I start to do the branded or shouldn't I do it because it's really fast moving products.
I don't have an exact answer for you in terms of when, because when is not about 1 month, 2 months. The when can only be answered when you feel you are ready and you have the budget. If you want to put it to a science, right, you only move on when you've got a following of at least like a few hundred followers. Because when you have a following who bought from you, say the non-branded one, then after that, when you create your own brand, you will have a database to go back to them and say, now I started to have my own brand and it's a higher quality and I'm serving you all better. You see, and only then you would get the easy sale. Because if you don't have a database, then you start to push it with advertising and all those, right? Even though the volume is high, you may end up having a period of time in the start where you will burn money. And that's the exact thing I want to prevent you all from getting into. Okay, so start with something that is similar, create your database, then you start to create your own brand. When you will know it when you reach there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so that's the artistic part of the e-commerce that I cannot teach you in science. Okay, but you understand where I come from, right? You will have a feeling to know that you are ready to go to branded.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Okay, so Quinn, question?
Sorry, can I ask one more question?
Yeah,
Can I share screen?
can.
Okay.
Y'all be prepared to stay until 11 p.m. Is that okay? Because with the
No,
questions,
can-
good questions. Okay, go ahead.
You can see, right? So I
Can
found
see.
this pet water dispenser,
Okay.
but I see with the box, right? The measurement is is above 50 by 50 by 50. So I should just ignore, right?
No, sell.
Sell.
Sell,
Okay.
yeah. Because
Yeah, because
this little bit is negligible one.
okay. Yeah, because the sales like very good, but I only found one on 1688 and there isn't much transactions. So I was wondering, should I still choose?
You look at the decision is not on 168. The decision is on Shopee.
Oh, okay.
You see 2.3K sold total, correct?
1.9 or in total.
In total, 2.3K, correct?
Yeah.
And you see 1.9 is in the last 1 month, correct?
Yeah.
And you see the ratings only 40, correct?
Yeah.
Means this one new seller or old seller?
New.
New seller. And if new seller can short period of time start to hit 1.9K in 1 month and 2 point something K, so means this seller has been selling this for 2 months only. So even if you find only one on 1688, it's very normal. Means that it's a new product. Okay, so
But-
new product, go ahead.
I see this minimum 216
Negotiate, bargain.
Okay.
How you bargain is you talk to supplier to ask them 1 carton inside how many pieces.
Oh, okay. They
And
got
then
put
you
18.
so you order based on carton. So you can negotiate to say, I like to test it out. I buy 2 carton, 36 pieces. And if it sells well, I'll come back to you for more. But I need to work long term with you. Can you give me a good price? Can you still give me that minimum price? Okay, and most of the time they are quite okay.
Okay.
Because they really like serious people who buy in cartons and they work long term.
Okay. And sorry, just one more, I thought of it. The bottle that I was asking, right? The seller that is doing well, right? Actually, they don't even have black. So it doesn't matter. Lah. I don't need to get black. I just get the one that was sold out.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Okay, but this is branded, huh? So you're
But
the one
it's-
that you find
can
on
find
168. Is it the same brand?
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay,
It's exactly the same, right?
beautiful. Then carry on. Huh?
Okay.
Okay, verify first. Go to Google to see Stanley bottle. Is there any .com site? Huh? I
Oh,
don't want you
okay.
to end up selling a fake brand and then you kena caught.
Okay, wait. I
So
got
you
so
need
many pages
to
already.
you need to Google and verify if it is if there is a registered brand.
Okay. Yeah, I can do it on my own.
Then also check with the seller. Okay, check with the seller and ask the seller, hey, this one original or fake?
Okay. Oh, can ask them this question.
Oh, go ahead and ask. Okay, you can ask these kind of questions. And
Okay.
best is to ask the 168 seller. The 168 seller will be honest with you.
Okay.
But the sellers who sell the fake and the seller who sell the original is the same seller.
Okay.
Yeah, correct. So yeah, correct. You all laugh, but it is true. The fellow who sell the fake and the fellow who sell the original is the same seller. They just ask you, what do you want? Do you want original? Do you want 1:1? Or do you want grade A, grade B, grade C? They'll ask you this kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, understand.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Good questions. Queen's question has helped you all prevent yourself from selling fake goods. Okay. Very good question. Okay, come. Let's go to now. It's 9:30. Okay, 9:30. Let me check with you guys. So far, all the progress you're continuing. Okay. Continue. Okay. Right. Okay. Good. Now the other thing. Wait, Louisa got a question, huh?
Yeah, a quick one. I can't share screen because I use my another laptop that is fast.
Okay. Yeah.
But yesterday when I identified an item, right, it seems like a branded bag with a but when I tried to Google, I didn't find any .com site. Right,
Okay.
selling about 133 ringgit in Shopee, but in the 1688, I actually found it in 36 renminbi. So quite a good margin at 70 plus. But of course, I want to identify that whether it's a original, like a branded stuff or not. But I couldn't find any of it in Google.
Okay, if you go in Google and what you see is not a .com site, but you see Shopee, Lazada, marketplaces and all that, right? Means it is a private label. that the seller basically put their own shop name onto it lah.
Okay.
So those kind of things got no license. Okay, you gotta check whether the brand name has got a TM or a R with a circle onto it lah. If you have the TM and R, then you don't touch. Okay, but most of the time, if it's just the shop name and you see the review photo got no logo and all that, right? By all means, carry on, sell the same thing.
Okay. And another one is in Shopee, they are showing in inches. But in 1688 is showing in liter. So how we actually do we need to do our own conversion, or we can ask, I don't know how the measurement is different, how I identify which one is the size
What?
that
Okay, specific, what product is this?
it's a bag, it's a backpack.
It's a bag, then you say in Shopee, it shows in inches.
Yeah.
Then in 168, it shows in liter.
Yeah.
Then you ask the 168 seller, please give me the dimension in inches.
Oh, okay.
Okay, check with the supplier.
Okay, thanks, Andrew.
You're welcome. Okay, guys, are you all excited? I'm checking in. How's your feeling right now about the entire business? Okay, hopeful and all that, right?
Fun.
Fun, huh? Okay, I need to bring you from your head to your heart, and I explain to you why. Okay, well, while we get high in seminar is very normal. After our 3 days on Monday, you continue to do this business or not is a big question mark, you know. How many of you agree with me on this? Especially when your life, all your troubles and all those come into play, correct? Okay, and how many of you have been to past seminars, pay a lot of money, and still did nothing, and that money is wasted? How many have been there before? Raise hand. Wow, so many of you, okay? So please, if you continue in my class, even if you continue with my coaching after this class, I got one objective. I really want to make you use this to make money for life. And that's why shining object syndrome, you need to be aware. And the next thing you need to be aware is what is causing you inside to give up. Now, this one, we cannot answer. Okay, this one have to go deep. And that's why I'm going to take you all through an exercise. It's going to take about 1 hour. But this exercise is important for you to find out why you cause yourself to sabotage your own success. Okay, and are you all willing to go down this exercise with me? Yes or no? Okay, now in order for me to do this exercise with you, you need to pay a price. Okay, your price is you need to turn off all distraction. Mobile phone need to turn off. You need to be in a quiet space. All those people around you that's going to distract you, tell them you need your space and be quiet. Okay, and you all need a piece of paper and you all need pen. You cannot type, you have to write. Okay, you cannot type, you have to write. And any one of you need to go toilet now, just double check. Because once you start writing, I'm not going to break for toilet and all that kind of. You only go toilet? Okay, so now go to toilet break. I see you back here at 9:40. Okay, 5 minutes break. And be prepared with your paper and your pen. Okay, then I'll give you instruction in a moment. Okay, come back later. Thank you.
Recording stopped.
Step one, you say we need to talk. I'll smile, I know what it takes to fool this town. I'll do it till the sun goes down and all through the night time. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what you wanna hear. Keep my sunglasses on while I shed a tear. It's never the right time. Yeah. I put my armor on so you are how strong I am. I put my armor on, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable.
water in and out, hiding out deep down. Yeah, yeah. I know I've heard that to let your feelings show is the only way to make friendships grow, but I'm too afraid now. Yeah, yeah. I put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. I put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say were wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now. I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. Losing friends and I'm chasing sleep. Everybody's worried about me. In too deep. Say I'm in too deep. And it's been 2 years, I miss my home, but there's a fire burning in my bones. Still believe. Yeah, I still believe. And all those things I didn't say were wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now. I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. A lot of fight left in me. Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an
Okay.
explosion.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Okay, welcome back. Okay, guys, I want to say I appreciate you guys for following my plan. And many times I would say people don't understand why I will include all these emotional stuff and personal development stuff in a business seminar. But I do hope you all understand that I come from a space where I have seen people fail. Okay, I've seen people give up. And when I see all these things happen, it pains me to see that my student work hard to reach to a certain point and then suddenly everything just crash. And you know, the weird thing is that these are students who are not new, you know.
Recording in progress.
Some of them are actually making like few thousand, even like 8,000 a month, that kind of. But yet somehow some things happen in their life, and all these things kind of choke a person emotionally. And that's why I cracked the code to say is if there is a way that I can let a person clear out all the internal emotional stuff, right, and really become a long-term sustainable entrepreneur, no matter even if there's a small little chance for me to try and make that happen, I want to do that. Okay, do y'all feel me? So that's why I say I appreciate you guys for going through with me. And since you already decided to go through with me on this, right, I need you all to go through fully with me. Okay, so I just be prepared with you first. If some things that I'm going to ask you to write will go down into a very deep space and even pull out some hurts in the past, right, I still want you to have your emotions flow. Because if you block yourself, you will even block yourself from the progress. And let me explain to you where am I coming from. Every one of us has got a present moment. We've got a past, but our future is uncertain, yes or no? And many times we make decisions based on the past hurts that is meant to protect us. So a lot of times we make a decision is influenced by a past hurt and we don't want the hurt to happen again and we protect ourselves. Then when we do goal setting, we do goal setting in a way that we say, I wish we will, I'll get that, I wish to be, and all these I wish, sometimes it doesn't really come into our lives. Because if we are standing from the present moment, looking at the future and striving every step to go towards the future, you shift in terms of your goals. But if, let's say, you have a beacon in the future, that means you are so clear that in the future, this is who you are, and you let that future who you are attract the current you to get to the future you, then that same thing becomes a magnet rather than you are trying to push yourself to go to the future. Do you understand what I'm talking about now? Okay? And that's why goal settings is not a head thing. Goal settings is a heart thing. And when your heart is clear about who are you becoming, what are your reasons to be rich and wealthy, that becomes a magnet for you to eventually become rich and wealthy. Okay, believe in this one, type in a 1. Okay, thank you. The exercise I'm going to take you through is called 7 levels of why. Okay, and I want to watch you a video. Want you to watch a video first. Then after you watch this video already, then I'll take you through this exercise. Okay. Okay, hang on a sec. I need to share sound. Share sound. Okay, good. Take a look at this video first.
I remember my stepfather, would beat me, and he would beat me with extension cords and hangers and, pieces of wood and all kinds of stuff. And, after every beating, he would tell me, it hurt me more than it hurt you. And, I only did it because I love you. It was kind of, it communicated the wrong message to me about what love was. So for many years, I thought that love was supposed to hurt. And I hurt everyone that I love. And I measured love by how much pain someone would take from me. And it wasn't until I came to prison in an environment that is devoid of love that I began to have some sort of understanding about what it actually was and was not. And I met someone, and she gave me my first real insight into what love was, because she saw past my conditions and the fact that I was in prison with a life sentence for murder, and not only for murder, but for doing the worst kind of murder that a man can do, murdering a woman and a child. And it was Agnes, the mother and grandmother of Patricia and Chris, the woman and child that I murdered, who gave me my best lesson about love, because by all rights, she should hate me. But she didn't. And over the course of time and through the journey that we took, that's been pretty amazing. She gave me love, and she taught me what it was.
Okay, thanks for watching that video. Do you agree that this guy was given very wrong values about love since he was young? And here's the thing I want to ask you all. Do you think he really knew he had a problem? He really didn't know. It was a condition that was programmed in him until somebody had to break his pattern. And the weirdest thing is the person who actually taught him about love is the mother of the woman that he murdered and the grandmother of the child that he murdered. And technically, she should hate him. But then she was the one who taught him what love is. Now, coming back to you guys, do you have a belief that you were also given wrong values about money? I mean, just by talking to you all yesterday, some of you got this belief that money comes only with hard work. Some of you got this belief that no matter what you work, how much money you earn, you are only limited to 4 figures. Some of you have got this belief that only by a job, then you can get financial security. Okay, and some of you, even though you do business, you have a belief that you must find the correct product first instead of finding the customer first. You got it? And all these are values that were taught since we were young. And some of these values that were taught when we were young are given to us by the people that we love the most. Can you tell me who are those people? Okay. They did not mean to hurt you. They just meant to do the best that they can do for you, to teach you the way what money is to them, how they think you should be. And that's why they tell you need to have a good job, you need to study hard and all those kind of things. Am I right to say that? Okay. And today is the day that I'd like you to discover your real reason to become rich and wealthy. Okay. And 7 levels of why work this way. You are going to write down on your piece of paper right now. Okay. You write down, why do I want to be rich and wealthy? Very simple question. Why do I want to be rich and wealthy? Okay. You done that already, put your pen down. Okay. Why do I want to be rich and wealthy? Now, then the next thing is, when you do these 7 levels of why, you are going to answer this question one time, and whatever is the answer that you give to this question, why do I want to be rich and wealthy, you are going to ask why to the answer. Then you give a second answer, you're going to ask why to the second answer. You give a third answer, you're going to ask why to the third answer. You give a fourth answer, you're going to ask why to the fourth answer. You all get the exercise ready? And here's the funny thing about when you get to the 4th level of why. Most of the time, you will run out of ideas on what to write or run out of reasons of why you want to write. And most of the time, when you go to that stage, right, is your ego protecting you from the hurts of the past. And if you breathe and you be quiet, okay, and you start to remember where were your past hurts that gave you the program that caused you to suffer around money now, and you allow yourself to go down, you will have your 5th level of why, your 6th level of why, and your 7th level of why. And when you go through this exercise, there are only 2 objectives, only 2. The first objective is to find out the reason that you sabotage yourself. And the second is to replace that reason with a new reason of why you become rich and wealthy. And I'm going to share with you my example. This is my true example when I started to do the 7 levels of why the first time, okay? So why do I want to be rich and wealthy? My answer, so that I can provide for my family, have enough to spend, and no need to worry about having not enough. Then I ask, why do you want to have that? My answer is because I'm tired of being poor and having not enough. Then I ask, why are you tired of being poor? That's my 3rd level. My answer, because it's painful, I get looked down upon, and I feel like an inadequate failure. I'm the hardworking one who has to take care of the financial burden of the family. And now I even got to take care of the financial burden of my father that he left down. It's unfair, okay? 4th level of what that, why do I feel that about my father? My answer is because my father never provided and he failed to take care of his family financially. Then my 5th level of why do you still feel that about your father? Answer, because I don't want to feel like an inadequate failure just like my dad. Okay, my 6th level of why do you still feel that about your father? Answer, because I love him. He used to be my hero, and I lost my life example of my hero dad. I'm afraid I'll end up becoming a failure of a dad. That's why I want to be rich and wealthy. My 7th level of why do you want to be rich and wealthy? Answer, because I want to be a good, responsible, providing father with confidence and the ability to empower and show my children what it means to be a complete, financially free person so that they can have the freedom to excel without the limitations of all this lack that was programmed into me. Okay? So in this summary, can you all see that the reason why I sabotaged myself was because I was always trying to look for a father figure to guide me, and I never had a father figure to guide me. I keep experimenting. And then when I started to find the real reason to be rich and wealthy, it is no longer because of my father, but because of my children. So my children got replaced to become the reason to motivate me to become rich and wealthy. Can you see I actually changed a negative to a positive? Okay, and that's the effect that I want you to have today. You may have a totally different experience to me. We don't know. Let this flow. So and right now, if you believe in like 奇门遁甲, feng shui, and all those kind of thing, right? There is a direction right now that is good for you to be in solitude and to do reflection, okay? And that direction is, let me see, the direction is front-facing northwest. So if you take out your compass, okay, you take out a compass and you look at northwest, okay? Look at northwest, and that's that's the space that you are in to start to do your writing and self-reflection. Okay, so only if you believe in such stuff. If you don't, then you just sit in whichever direction, and you start writing and you do your self-reflection. Okay, are you all ready? Okay, I'm gonna play some music. Okay, and you can take as long as you want. The only thing I ask of is during this entire segment, please do not chat in the group chat, because when you chat in the group chat, it will break other people out of their own self-reflection. So this is a sacred moment. It's a sacred moment where you are going into self-reflection. So are you all ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Okay, if you're ready, then I'm going to play some music. Let's get started. Okay, go ahead. Ready? How do you find this exercise? Okay, how do you find this exercise? How many of you got emotional? Got emotional, right? You all like the music I play? The music was meant to create the mood lah. And see this next part is for those of you who are courageous enough to share your 7 levels of why. Okay, I just want to say that a lot of times all these hurts, right, can be healed. And sometimes to heal these hurts require a little bit of courage and vulnerability for you to say it out. And if you are willing to share your 7 levels of why, and I be your counselor to go through this process with you, I promise you I know how to get you in. I promise you I know how to get you out. Okay? And when you come out ready, right, you start to have a renewed sense of who you are and your reasons to make money. Okay, your reasons to be rich and wealthy. Who wants to share their 7 levels of why? Just curious. Okay, thank you, Louisa. Come, you start first, huh?
Why do I want to be rich and wealthy? So I no longer worry that I stop working will cost no money for future. And why is so? Because I am tied up with active income and whole family rely on me to make a living. Because I do not have any saving or passive income that generate money even when I'm not working. Because I do not manage my money and spend without planning. Because I worry that if I will regret if I do not spend when I want to get something. Because I worry I'll be gone anytime. Because I feel like my time is running out. Yeah.
Who gave you these thoughts?
I think it's from many source, from my religion, from my parents and my self-experience that my friend passed away suddenly in a very young age, right? Even younger than me, and just gone without any sign. Family that leave too soon. Yeah.
When did that happen?
I think the most reason is my cousin that elder than me 2 years. He passed away in Australia because of the relapse of cancer. And before that is my friend that just suddenly passed away. We don't even know why.
What is the meaning that you drew from these 2 deaths? You must have associated this death. Oh, this death happened, so it means life is what?
Both of them are away from family. They are all in Australia and family in Malaysia, right? It made me feel that they all away because of money. They want to earn for the family, right? So for me, I'm thinking that anything can happen anytime lah. Everything is impermanent. I want to be financially free so that I can have more time to spend with my family before it's too late. Right.
So because of that, you feel like you are in a rush. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a very painful thing to hear, you know. So who decides whether you die or do not die?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
Who decides whether you die or do not die?
No one decide.
But yet you have set yourself some kind of condition that I'm going to die soon, so I better quickly make money. Is that correct?
It's I start to have this urge more obvious reason here. It's like someone chasing behind me that I'm telling me that hurry up, right? I might not live that long. It seems to me that even 60 years old for me is something not achievable. I don't know why I have such feeling, but it seems to me like yeah, anytime. Like someone chasing behind me, I have that feeling.
Okay. If I'm feeling you and it feels very painful to be always rushing like you. And the people, who is that person behind you? Is there a name to that person behind you?
No, I don't know who is that.
Okay, so let's call that figure lah, the person behind you. Okay, I need you to close your eyes for a while. Okay, feel that person behind you that's chasing you and pushing you, right? Okay, slow down a little bit. And when you slow down, I want you to imagine that that person slows down together with you. Okay, then you turn back slowly and you face that person. Okay, look at that person. Look at the environment around you. Does that person have a face? How does the body shape look like? Okay, and now describe what are you seeing?
I'm seeing myself.
So that yourself that's pushing you, what clothes is she wearing? What age is she?
Like me now.
Okay.
I'm wearing exactly the same clothes I'm wearing at the same age.
Now I'd like you to look at that you and you ask her, actually, what's the real message you want to tell me? When
The
you got
first
the answer, yeah, go ahead.
the first message I get is it might be my health. And the second message I got is my parents.
Okay. Bring your parents into the picture, and now you put your parents next to that you and the now you. Can you see your parents? Nod your head if you can. Okay. Look at the expression on your parents' faces. Feel your parents. Actually, what are your parents wanting to say to you?
they are worried.
What else?
They are tired.
When they see you rushing like that, what's the advice they want to say to you?
Take it easy.
Why?
They don't mind a simple life.
Feel them and verbalize what they want to say to you, your father, your mother. Feel them. Their DNA is in you. You know them, they know you, you got a relationship. Actually, what do they want to say to you about your current choices?
Don't push yourself too hard. We don't mind a simple life. I don't need you to be wealthy. Just want you to be happy. That's it.
Can you see that you actually set a standard so high that you get so tired because you set your standard so high?
Yeah.
When was the first time you started to set your standard so high?
I don't know when.
Slowly open your eyes. Louisa, it's very hard to be in your body, because it's suffocating. Do you feel sometimes you suffocate yourself unnecessarily?
Yeah. I've been feeling that for some times already.
But you recognize it's you yourself setting yourself all these standards for. And the people whom you love, they told you don't need all. Because if you are a mom, right?
Yeah.
If this is your daughter, if you are your daughter, you are your mom looking at yourself, how would you feel about your daughter? 痛唔痛啊？見到咁樣。
Yeah.
Then in actual fact, what they want you to do is to be happy. True? And for time's sake, I'm going to summarize a few things. You tell me if that is correct. Okay? Next time, maybe we got chance, we can continue a conversation again. But as of now, the reason why you are self-sabotaging yourself is because you are too much in a rush. And because you are in a rush, then nothing really falls into place. 你很难沉淀自己啊. Is that correct? That's your reason why you self-sabotage yourself. And the reason for you to be rich and wealthy has got a lot to do with choosing yourself first and happiness first. And here's the funny thing about choosing yourself first and choosing happiness first, is when you are happy and you can breathe, can you make better decisions about your business?
Yeah.
And if you make better decisions about your business, if you set your target not too high, that means instead of saying I must hit the 100,000, well, instead you set to say let's hit 1,000 first, you achieve 1,000. Then say let's set 2,000, you achieve 2,000. Then let's set 3,000. Which do you feel is the easier, more senang way to get to your goals? Is it to set one shot 100,000, 50,000, or is it to set 1,000 first?
Set 1,000 first.
Can you see your reason to be rich and wealthy is actually to set achievable goals?
Yes.
And I hope that's a message you can meditate upon tonight, because you did bring out something very clearly, that you rush because you set yourself a standard to rush. And I hope that you realize that the reverse is much, much more reality. That means when you are happy, a happy person actually makes more money. A person who pays themselves with smaller goals in the long run makes more money than trying to set a target that you cannot hit. Okay. And you got any questions for me?
The funny thing is, my happiness is very strong tied up with my parents' happiness, right? I always think that I should make more money, right? So they will less worry. I don't want to see them worry when spending. So
have you talked to them and asked them what do they want for you?
no, but they do mention before.
Okay. The other thing is first things first, talk to them and ask them really what do they want for you as a parent to a daughter. And the other thing is if you draw a boundary and you realize that your happiness is not dependent on anyone else. Okay, that if you take care of yourself first, right? And because you yourself are overfilled with money, overfilled with love, overfilled with happiness, it's only then you can start to give to other people of happiness. Does that sound a bit painful to hear? You forgot about yourself. Okay, so can you do a homework or a gratitude journal? And this is important. The reason why I explained to you is because we live in a three-dimensional world. In a three-dimensional, we are very governed by material. But if we are trying to solve material problems with material solutions, it is not the answer. You need to solve a lower level problem with a higher level solution. And in a four-dimensional world, it is gratitude. Okay. And if you start writing a gratitude journal about your achievements, okay, you have done well, you are working hard, okay. And if you start to write down your achievement gratitude, right, you start to realize that actually you got a lot of abilities to make a lot more money because you are more grateful about every achievement that you make. Okay. I hope you do that. I don't know if that will really change a lot, but I know that it would change one step. And all we need to go is to go that one step of improvement. And every step of improvement, you discover something new, right? One day you start to realize you become much more stable and much more emotionally secure, much more realistic and mature about your own expectations, but also you learn to love yourself. Okay. Thank you for allowing me to have this session with you.
Thank you, Andrew.
How do you feel now?
A lot of realization while we are sharing, right? It's like I almost near forbidden myself to celebrate my successes. It seems like I'm telling myself that I'm not there yet. Yes, but I'm not there yet, so don't.
好痛咧咁樣。You are never living in the present. You are always comparing with some elusive, don't know who that you are chasing and chase for what, you know. And that's why 沉淀一下, okay, solidify, write down what am I grateful for. After you are grateful already, you know what to do next already.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you for that sharing. Okay, can we all give Louisa a round of applause and give her all the claps? Okay, and send her our love as well. Okay, send her our love. It's very courageous of her to start to share such vulnerable stuff lah. Okay, and I want to ask anyone want to be next. Okay, who wants to? Okay, Duncan, you unmute yourself, can?
Can you hear me?
You can.
Yes. So why do I want to rich and healthy? The first level is to improve our life and make myself and the family will not worry for life. And then for the next question, why then? Why you will feel about why you are worried? What is the worry? Why you are worried? So actually I feel that I fear of the scarcity, and also that because of then we're poor, so that we could not chase our dreams, or we could not protect ourselves, and even that we did not have any options sometimes. So and then I ask myself that why you have this kind of fear of scarcity, and then I don't want my parents to worry on me, and also I want to prove in my capabilities and prove myself. Okay, so then my next why is asking myself why you want to prove in myself, why you don't want your parents worry about you. Then I started to record it. My mom told me that I'm the eldest son in the family, so I should be the role model to the brothers. And then the next step I asked why your mother will have this kind of impact on you. So, and then I recorded my mother's he actually that my impression on her is she have a lot of fears, a lot of sense of insecurity and anxiety because she have a poor childhood when she was a baby boomer at that time. Hong Kong's in the family, she was in a very poor family, and then even that she just about 10 or 12, she have to work for the whole family, and there was a lot of brothers, almost eight brothers, sisters. So, and then my grandma at the time not comfort or not encouraging, they just beat her or scold her if they use the wrong way to show their worries or cares on their children. So my mom's that actually even that she grew up, even that we were born, my impression is always see her, saw her worries, and saw her that she may be anxiety or suddenly frustrated or suddenly very emotional on some uncertainties. For example, my father's or the clinic, Chinese medicine clinic, and it is a very passive jobs, just sitting there and wait for the patients come. So even the patients come, my mother's will worry, and no patients come, my mother's worry. And then I don't want my mother's worry. So my next why is why I don't want my mother's worry, because actually that I love her, and on the other side, actually I want to, because I remember some childhood, very young, very small childhood memory that when I do it well, they praise me, they good child. So actually, in the deepest heart of myself, I want my love of my parents. Actually, they love me, I know, but I don't want, I want to be praised. I want to be loved. I want to be recognized. Yeah. And then I stopped here. And I found that actually many pros in my life actually that because of this, I don't want my mother's worry. So actually I cut off the communication with her for almost 20 something years. Even that we meet, but I seldom talk myself or sharing anything that for my life. Even that's actually it affects my marriage, because that I don't want that my mother worries about my marriage. Yeah, so it also affected my wife on some impression to my mother. So I think that's the and I always, I found that in my desire in myself, I always want to be recognized. Yeah, I think that's one of the broad here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's it.
感覺好重喎，係咪？
啊，I don't know.
It's okay. Let's keep
Yeah,
quiet
yeah,
for
yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah.
Keep quiet for 1 minute. It's okay. Don't need to come out of it. Stay there. Keep quiet for 1 minute. Feel it. You have to feel it. You cannot suppress it. 放佢出嚟，想喊就喊。你承受得好耐咗啦，好耐咗。放出嚟啦！承受得太耐，又唔係你應該承受噶，係你長輩噶。無端端你變成承受咗喎，講出嚟啦，喊啊！ 仲有冇？
好啲啊
好
It's
啲啊
better. Yeah.
better 啦。等陣未到，再感受下，好重噶，全部長輩嘅嘢嚟㗎，無端端變咗嚟嘅。斷咗未？個感覺斷咗啊！查下自己嘅感覺，仲喺度冇？
冇咩 nothing come
Okay.
no more come out or
Very
not
good.
it starts less
Ah.
less and less.
好嘅。Now I can feel it already. Now I can feel that it broke, it snapped. Okay. Okay. 仲有啲時間。Okay. When you are ready, you tell me. Okay 咗。Okay, one deep breath. Second deep breath. Third one. Find咗你未？ Okay. The reason why you self-sabotage is because you carry the burdens of your generations even to you, and you carry that burden without releasing until it affects even your marriage. And you always, because of that burden, you are always looking for recognition. Correct? Okay. Your reason to be rich and wealthy has got a lot to do with letting go of this past expectation. You are actually living with an unseen, unknown expectation on you that you don't even know how heavy the expectation is. You only know that the expectation is how your parents react. You do good, they praise you. You do bad, they make you feel guilty. And the worst feeling that sabotages success is guilt. So just now, why I let you cry and why I let you cry even second time and third time is because I felt you really needed to recognize that you don't need to carry this burden. It is not your burden to carry. You are only responsible for your own life. And if you're responsible for your own life, then you celebrate your success based on your own achievement. not based on have you cleared your generations of burden. Have you ever written like a gratitude journal as well?
Yes, and recently also following Master CK and also Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
So that's why I started to have some meditation and keep recording all the gratitude memories.
Okay, that's good. Continue that practice. And you are doing well, okay, if you start with your gratitude journal. And one of the things that you should be doing also is the same as what Louisa is going to do, which is small achievement. And when you measure yourself with small achievement, you got an additional homework. Every small achievement, you treat yourself to something. Give yourself a pat on the back. Tell your wife, I did something. I just want you to say something good to me. I just need to feel that this achievement makes me feel special. I just need to feel that you treasure me, and I need your support and help to make me feel confident about myself. And it's all small thing. It's as simple as 我今日攞到，我今日早返啊 I come back early today and I've got this little achievement. Yeah, praise me a little bit, please. It's not for ego. It's for you to feel that every small little achievement, there's something to celebrate. Okay, because you haven't had people celebrate your achievement with you. That's why you feel empty.
Yes.
But it's not that you don't have achievement, correct? You have achievement. Just that you don't recognize that those achievements are good enough. So you need somebody around you, your loved one, talk it out. Say, I need this. I need you to remind me that I'm good even with my small achievements. And because I'm good with my small achievement, I can get my bigger achievement. And that becomes your reason to be rich and wealthy. Okay? Celebrate all small achievement.
Yes.
Okay? 而家感受點? How do you feel?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, and you just remind me that actually I always forgot myself. My even that I feel burden or if I feel pain that I'm suffered, but I forgot how to feel my own feelings. Yeah, even that sometimes I may be emotional or anger.
Yeah. So you say anger, and you see when you are anger, it means that you hold in too long already. And
Yes.
today the release was actually, do you feel angry now? Or you feel like
No. But I
no,
recorded that my father passed away about a year ago. Because actually I seldom conversation with my parents or my family or my brothers. So I record when my father passed away, I recorded that the last conversation that she just talked to me like a stranger. And even longer ago that he's test old man can text message to me, okay? He text message to me for something, but I reject it and I refuse to reply and I feel my anger and say something very hard to him at that time. So yeah, so that's I recorded. I actually I was very easy to anger before.
Have
But
you
this
heard of
recent run year generally that because I quit my job, I started to reflect myself and learn different spiritual and I understand that I have the part of the emotion of anger. And recently actually it's less anger than before. Than maybe 2 years ago. Yeah.
Congratulations on that. You need to go to your father's grave and you need to talk to him. Because there is such an energy called generational wealth, and it comes from ancestors. Okay, and the more you go back to your ancestors, that's why we are in Chinese, we got suddenly forgot. What's the festival that we are so mocha? Qingming, correct. Thank you.
Oh,
Suddenly,
yeah. Today is
Qingming.
Qingming.
Today is
Today is
Qingming.
Qingming. Yeah.
There's a reason why we all have Qingming, because Qingming is actually generational wealth. And when we are healed with our parents, right, we are healed with the parents' DNA that's in us. And because of that, right, you unlock the ability to go and be free to achieve. Okay, so you got to talk to your dad out with on the grave. Okay. So you'll be surprised that when you start to do all these things, right? Funny thing is your e-commerce start to become good, the money start to come in, everything else also start to flow in smoothly. Because these kind of things you release 嗬。唔該晒，今晚好好去喊多次啊。
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Duncan. Can we all give Duncan a big round of applause, please? Okay, and then whatever you want to write as in our encouragement to him, right? Go ahead and do that as well. Okay? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's 11 already. Do you recognize the power of talking out with somebody? Yes, no? Okay. And the problem with us on our road to achievement is we are all Superman and Superwoman. We just think that we can take on everything ourselves. Okay, for the rest of you who I haven't had a chance to chit chat, okay, if you want to chit chat some other time, okay, then maybe there's another opportunity down that road. Okay, as far as now the reflection is concerned, okay, how many of you would like to learn some of all these techniques of what I just did with Louisa and with Duncan so that you can reflect on your own? How many of you like to know the step by step? Okay. Okay, if you notice, when I let them talk that time, whenever they talk, I let all of them release whatever they need to release, right? The one thing I start saying first is always an emotion. That must feel very something. That must feel very something. That must feel very lonely. That must feel very heavy. That must feel very suffocating. That must feel very something. And when you are talking to yourself that time, you need to realize what is that emotion that is trapped. What is that strong emotion that's holding you? And when you recognize that emotion, okay, whether it be loneliness, sadness, anger, betrayal, whatever, right? When you feel that feeling, right, don't let it go. The problem with us human beings, we suppress. But when you feel it, and you feel it to its extreme, you notice what I did with Duncan, right? I said, not ready yet. I said, do, cry. And suddenly you will know when the moment comes when it snaps. When that means you go to the extreme of whatever you need to feel. And once you are the extreme of what you need to feel, suddenly enough is enough and it doesn't hold you back anymore. Okay? And when you reach to that stage, right, that's where you start to heal and you start to find out what are the real reasons that cause you to be in that pain. Maybe it's your parents, maybe it's some belief, maybe it's your hurt, whatever it is. The key thing is once you find the associated meaning to your dysfunction, there is always an illogical thing. Just like the video you saw, he thinks that love equals how much pain somebody will take from me. You also have some illogical thinking about money. You just like you saw Louisa, the illogical thing is she just feels that she will die anytime. It's a rush and all that. But in actual fact, nobody's rushing her except herself. So you also have your own illogical thinking. And when you find that illogical thinking, start to change the meaning. Okay, change the meaning. So for example, like Louisa, the meaning is when you truly start to be happy and grateful for what you have right now, you start to realize that your achievement become easier and easier and easier instead of choking like cannot breathe like that. Okay, for Duncan, it's the same thing. Generation burden. When you start to realize that I don't need to carry this generation burden, let it go. I just responsible for my own life. And I have people around me that love me, who shows me that I'm worthy. And I count all the little blessings that I have. All these little things become your reason to be successful. successful. Does this make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. So that's all for tonight. And why I chose to do this at the end of the day, because before you sleep is a very good time to reflect. Okay. Talk to your partners, talk to your husband's wife, father. Okay. And then see what happens. Okay. Let it flow. Okay. Okay. So with that, is it okay we end the class tonight? Okay. Okay, tomorrow we come back. I'm going to go back to the head knowledge and wrap up the whole system. Okay, what has all these emotional things got to do with achievement and success? Almost everything. Because when you are emotionally stable and you're emotionally secure, mature, and strong, right, the money just comes naturally. Okay? Thank you. Go and reflect tonight. Okay, good night, ladies and gentlemen. I see you all tomorrow at 7:30. Okay, bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.
Recording stopped.